And we're live.
Wow.
Here it is.
Where are we, John? Is this heaven?
We're in a studio. A makeshift studio.
Well, this is the closest thing to a podcast studio we have been in since we started this little journey.
That's correct. It came together all right, you know?
I'm digging it.
It came together all right.
Man, we got lights.
Yeah.
We got cameras.
Yeah.
We have a brick wall.
We do have a brick wall. We got a moonlight.
We got the moonlight. We don't have coffee today.
No, just water. Just water. It's hot.
It's hot down here in the cul-de-sac.
It's hot today, man. You know, we're in the middle of June. Temperatures are up there, and it's muggy today, too.
We got a little hurricane. Well, it ain't really a hurricane.
What is it, a depression or something?
It's a depression. You know why they call it a depression?
Tell me.
Because you can't go racing.
It's raining out all your races this weekend.
It's rained out every race across the state of Georgia and Alabama. There ain't nowhere to go find a race.
Jeez. Well, take a weekend off, I guess.
I guess so.
Take a weekend off.
What you been doing? Speaking of off, you've been off all week.
All week. Been off work.
To the point where we didn't even talk about a half calf this week, so we kind of forgot about it.
We didn't. It's all right. You see, John takes a week off and things just fall apart.
Falls apart.
I can't take a week off. I can't do it.
I know it. You know, somebody's got to keep us in line.
I mean.
But why do you have this studio?
Well, I'm setting it up. I'm going to be starting my own podcast called Experience the People. And it's going to take place in the studio where I'm going to have like a conversation style podcast interview with people live in studio. I really don't want to do Zoom, so hopefully I'll be able to get all of my guests in person in the studio. That's the idea. You know, I took that break from social media, and I am still
on break.
Still on break from social media. And I have found that connecting with people like personally, you know, in person, which COVID kind of sucks when it comes to all that, but talking to people in person, having conversations, really relating to people, getting to know them, it's something that I enjoy, and it's something that I found inspiring. Like as I relate to people in their stories, it's been kind of motivational, you know, and inspiring. So it's something I wanted to bring out in a podcast. This podcast with you kind of got my hopes up, thinking I might be able to do something, you know?
Yeah.
Along those lines, like I thought before me and you started doing a podcast, I was like, it never occurred to me. And then I was like, oh, wait, I can do this thing that I like to do.
Right.
You know, and put it out there for the world to see. Maybe someone else will enjoy it.
Right.
Maybe someone else will enjoy these people that I find interesting. So I'm making that into a podcast.
Well, that's going to be interesting because it's not going to be necessarily famous people.
No, especially not to start. Like, I'm just kind of...
But the stories are going to be very interesting.
It's going to be a wide range of people. I actually have... I'm planning on one guest soon. He is 87, I think. I think he's 87. He might be turning 88 this year. But he has lived an incredible life. He's had a wild journey, and so I'm really looking forward to having him on the podcast. I just got done recording one with a girl, just a really bright young girl with a really bright future ahead of her. You know, she's 23 years old with just a really good head on her shoulders, really inspiring story. So, yeah, I mean, I'm all over the place. It's not that I'm going after famous people or anything like that. I'm just doing what I can.
Normal, you know, everybody's got a story.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes it might help some of the people that you talk to tell their story to move past something.
Yeah.
because sometimes when you got somebody to talk to, you can kind of get it out there, and you go, oh, well,
Yeah.
now it's out there, now it can heal.
Yeah, my very first podcast that I did for Experience the People in Here, which was like 2 days ago. Like I just got all this set up, right? I did it 2 days ago, and it was with my brother. And I was talking to him about some stuff, and he said, you know what? I've never articulated this to somebody before. And I was like, oh, wow. That's what we're on to. Like, that's what I'm really trying to go for, is that stuff that you've never really talked about, you know? That's...
Yeah, kind of there. Yeah.
That's really interesting stuff, you know. That's their experiences, you know. When we talk about, when I say experience the people, I really want to experience the people.
Right.
You know, what did they go through? What did they put up with? Who were their inspirations? What mistakes? What failures? All that stuff. I want to cover all of it.
Yeah.
So,
and you got to have a studio to do that.
Yes. Yeah. The idea is, so what I really wanted the studio to be able to film in. Specifically because some of the stuff I'd like to talk about, I think should really be on camera. Like I'd really like to capture those people's reactions and their answers in their face as well. You know, facial expressions, body language, that stuff tells a lot. You know, we've been listening to podcasts before, video podcasts, and I've had to like go back and be like, what did their face look like when they said that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, yeah, that's all part of it.
What are we going to talk about today?
Louis Grizzard.
Louis Grizzard. You know, he would have been
local legend.
He would have been a heck of a podcaster.
Yeah, he probably
Had
would
podcast existed.
Yeah.
When he was around.
Can you imagine like little 10-minute segment podcasts from him?
Oh man.
Like daily segments.
Yeah. It could be political. It could just be humor, that something he could have seen somebody crossing the road in Atlanta and been like, done 10 minutes on it.
You know, I didn't know. I did a little bit of reading on him last night, and I didn't know that he was a sports writer.
Yep.
At one point too, I had no clue.
Yeah.
I've always known him as the humorist.
The humorist, Louis Grizzard.
Right.
But yeah, he was. Let me get that off there because that's for later. He was born in Georgia at Fort Benning.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's down around Columbus, ain't it?
Yep.
Okay, gotta get my geography right.
Yeah.
But so his dad was in World War II in Korea, and I think his dad was kind of hard on him. He said his dad never come back right from the war. Mm-hmm. So he said he died kind of young too. Mm. And when stuff like that happens, people have a different outlook on stuff.
Yeah, yeah. When your dad dies from war.
Yeah.
Well, he did at a younger age.
Yeah, but he didn't die in the war. He died from the war.
From the war, I see.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
It's more like now we'd call it PTSD.
Right.
But back then they called it battle fatigue or shell shock or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just so that kind of set him down this odd life that he was on.
Yeah.
He started writing about his little league team. Mm-hmm. In the Noonan's Time Herald after they moved to Moreland, Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of what got us on the subject was his time in Moreland.
Yeah.
Because you talk about going past the museum.
All the time. And then I sent you a picture of that barbecue porch the other day.
Yeah, so I feel like,
which is really cool.
We'll just have to talk about him a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's got some pretty funny stuff. And he was a Georgia Bulldog fan to the core.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about there probably wasn't them. And I got some friends of mine that are hardcore dog fans, and if they listen to this, they're probably, man, you glossed over Louis Grizzard stuff. Y'all could have went down this hole and down that hole. And
there's plenty of holes we can go down, yeah.
But
let's go down the ones we want to.
Yeah, we'll go down the ones we want to. We can tell all the
last time I checked, it says last night's coffee with Chuck and John.
That's right. So, anyway, he ended up going to Chicago and working for a little while.
Yeah.
and was their sports editor up there, and just couldn't wait to get back down south. Which, could you imagine? I mean, there's nobody more southern than this dude,
Right.
and he's trying to get down there, trying to get back down here.
Right.
So he gets to work. Sorry, folks, that was left over from our paranormal podcast last week.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
So he's anyway, he comes back down south and he starts writing for as a sports writer for Atlanta Journal for a little while.
Right.
And then he gets more into the column writing that you kind of heard some of his stuff from. But before he did all that, he went to UGA. And while he was at UGA, because we like to stumble across some things around here,
What did we find interesting
we
about
found
him?
it very interesting that he was part of the Gridiron, I can't say it, Gridiron Secret Society. Did you look that up, John?
I did.
What did you find out?
Not much.
Not much.
Not freaking much, and that's weird to me. When I Google it, I Googled it, right? Normal thing to do. Gridiron Secret Society. The Wikipedia page came up first.
Right.
Common.
Yes. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. Next article was a copy and paste of the Wikipedia article. Next page down, copy and paste of the Wikipedia article. All I found was what is on Wikipedia, which is weird to me. Like, that's strange.
Well, it is a secret society.
I mean, I understand that there's probably not much to talk about because even their membership is secret.
Well, it's not
Like, some of them are known.
Right.
Some of them are known, but their members list isn't, like, published or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know who's in it.
You don't know who's in it till you get to the meeting and it's like, oh, there's Vince Dooley.
Right. Herschel Walker.
Brian Kemp.
Ian Kemp. Johnny Isaacson.
Yeah. You know what name I found interested on that whole page was Abraham Baldwin, which Sierra goes to ABAC.
Abraham Baldwin.
Rookie mistake
someone forgot.
there.
Someone forgot. Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. But Abraham Baldwin, ABAC, Abraham Baldwin College of Agriculture. So he went to, actually, it was University of Georgia's first president, and he went to Yale, which has Skull and Bones.
He was University of Georgia's first president or president of the secret society?
No, the first president of University of Georgia.
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, and then that ties it into secret societies like Skull and Bones from Yale.
So we think because he was the first president, he probably started.
He probably started some kind of secrets. So
I got you, because he
it's
was already
weird that these
connected
college-
with Skull and Bones
Yeah.
from Yale.
Yeah, and if you're in the South,
There's so many secret societies out there. That's what I found out when I started looking this up. Because I couldn't find any information on Gridiron Secret Society, I started looking up other secret societies. There's a ton of them.
really,
There's a ton of secret societies. There was like a dozen of them at UGA alone. And it's not always like the members are secret, right? Like, because we even know
Right.
some of the members of the Gridiron Secret Society. But some of the secret societies, the members are not secret, but what takes place at their meetings it's all confidential and whatever.
Right.
So
well, you spent some time in Athens.
I spent some time in Athens.
Did you go to any secret parties?
I mean, I went to private parties, yeah, but not like secret society type stuff, man. I was a lot different at that time in my life.
You might have been delivering pizza
I may have
to
been.
some kind of secret.
I could have been. I don't know. I did work at a Johnny's Pizza, though, by the way, so just to throw that out there.
Yeah. But anyway. Oh, man. So there's secret societies in little old Athens, Georgia.
There's a ton of them in just Athens. Look, and UGA is not the only place with. UGA is not the only college with secret societies. There's plenty of them at other colleges in Georgia.
Yeah.
Like Georgia Tech has some, all kinds of stuff.
You probably got to have some kind of break the code to get into the ones that Georgia Tech.
Like some Goodwill Hunting, math problem on the chalkboard type
solve
stuff.
this math problem and you can be in our club.
Yeah, you get in.
Did you look down there on that Wikipedia page and notice what some people might kind of attribute to the Georgia Guidestones? Anyway, so you've heard of the Georgia Guidestones.
I have.
So some think that there's a link between the Georgia Guidestones and the
Gridiron Society?
the Gridiron Secret Society.
What do they think the link is?
I don't know. It's Wikipedia, and they don't go into any detail.
No detail.
No detail about how they may be connected other than that's where they get into talking about skull and bones.
Oh, so Skull and Bones might have something to do with the Georgia Guidestones as well?
I don't know. Those things are mysterious.
They are.
Have you ever been
They're
out
weird.
there?
No.
I've heard they're not as big as they look in like on TV.
Oh, so you haven't been either?
No, I haven't. I've threatened.
I really wish Wikipedia would have given some sort of explanation behind this connection.
Dun, dun,
Because
dun.
I'm super interested. What would they find to be the...
We'll see. What it is Georgia.
Just because it's secret?
Georgia football
Yeah.
is the answer to all the world's problems.
Georgia football winning another national championship might be.
You know, that could be what sets the world back on pace.
Hey, you never know.
But
Crazier things have happened.
let's tie this up with some Louis Grizzard.
Oh,
I thought I
right
was
ahead.
going to fry that name. Let's
You've
talk
done well
about.
so far.
I know I've been practicing.
Yeah,
Let's
great
talk
job.
about some of his quotes.
Go ahead.
All right. If you want something sweet, order the pound cake. Anyone who puts sugar in the cornbread is a heathen who doesn't love the Lord. Not to mention Southern Conference football.
Anyone who puts sugar in cornbread is a heathen?
Yeah. It doesn't love the Lord.
It's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. Although I do love sweet cornbread. I don't necessarily agree with him, but it's hilarious.
I'll eat Jiffy in a heartbeat. This is one of my favorite quotes, and you've probably heard this one before.
Go right ahead.
I know lots of people who are educated far beyond their intelligence.
Absolutely. That's a very relatable quote
This is a
there.
very
Yeah, that's
relatable
a
quote.
good one.
This one, though, this is a tough one because this one could be quite controversial. I happen to believe it totally.
Okay.
I'm total agreement with this quote.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I learned the first rule about barbecue. You don't put coleslaw on it. I think that's in Deuteronomy somewhere.
Oh my gosh. It's biblical.
It's biblical, man.
It's biblical that you don't put coleslaw on barbecue.
It don't belong there.
It's really good though, Chuck.
I don't care.
Man, it's good.
I like my coleslaw on the side.
Yeah,
And I
it's
like-
good. The combination is a must almost for me.
Really?
Not together, like
Oh.
on the same sandwich. They don't necessarily have to be together.
Oh, no,
although
I
I do
don't-
like them together.
I don't mind it being on the same plate.
Yeah, the combination is
But
just
you-
so good. It's
You
so
go and
perfect.
put coleslaw on top of a sandwich and serve it that way, and that's
Yeah.
what he's talking about here.
You know what I might do?
I don't like that.
You know what I might
What?
do? Just for Louis Grizzard, I might go inside my house and I might make some sweet cornbread, get some pulled pork barbecue, and slap some coleslaw on that thing.
You put it all together.
Put it all together as a sandwich.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds delicious. Come on, tell me that doesn't sound good.
I mean, I had Subway on the way over, so.
Oh, you're not
anything
hungry.
sounds
I'm
good.
starving right now. Oh, anything sounds good over Subway?
I mean, nothing. Yeah,
Not that we're bashing or anything, Subway.
it's just Subway.
We like you, Jared.
No, we don't like Jared.
We don't like Jared?
No, we don't like Jared.
Why? What happened to Jared?
Didn't he get in trouble?
Get in trouble for what? I don't
Like
know.
he had kitty porn on his.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's why Jared ain't on there no more. He had kitty porn on his computer.
Jared sucks.
He was part of the great conspiracy.
We do not like Jared at all.
We do not like Jared.
I had no idea. Golly, I feel like a
Alright.
jerk now. I might have to start, just because of that, I might have to edit the podcast. Probably not, but
All right. Well, it's short and sweet this week.
yeah, we talked a little bit more about Experience the People than we did Louis Grizzard, and Secret Societies, but we like Louis Grizzard.
We
Those were
do.
some great quotes. Thank you.
And we like Georgia Bulldogs. I got
Yeah.
one more quote that I'm going to show you for the meme of the week. It's going to be a Louis Grizzard quote, too.
Okay, perfect.
So, this is Chuck.
This is John. Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Okay, dude. So, you ain't got your phone. We're in the new studio, and your phone is actually filming us right now. So, there might be
That's
some of this
correct.
content show up on our Facebook page.
Yes, that's the idea.
Okay. Well, this week's meme of the week, it's more of a, this would be an old school meme.
Okay.
That's what Lewis would be. He might not be a podcaster. Think about the meme writing he would do with those quotes.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
He would be the mastermind of the meme world.
He really would. He really
So-
would. I agree.
Here's this week's.
All right. This. Oh my gosh. I had to proofread it first, people. I'm sorry. I had to proofread it first. Okay. This is what it says. In the South, there's a difference between naked and naked. Naked means you don't have any clothes on. Naked means you don't have any clothes on and you're up to something.
That's right.
That's 100% accurate. That is 1,000%
Because
accurate
you'll have naked kids running around.
all the time.
But you got that one kid, he's naked. He done took off
He
across a
is
grocery store.
naked. Yeah, he's naked. Yeah.
But hey, be sure to check it out on our Facebook page. Look for some clips for this, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thanks a lot, everybody.